week, I'm getting corny with the classic film and franchise that followed, Children of the Corn. I'm Dekajlo, and this is Geek Crash Course East. Children of the Corn was actually a short story by Stephen King that was first published in Penthouse in 1977. The class and quality of the film series took a hard nosedive from there. It is a horror franchise with 9 total films, 5 of which were released direct-to-video. Yes, they're that good. Mercifully, you won't have to watch them because of this Geek Crash Course. In the original 1984 Children of the Corn, we learn that Gatlin, Nebraska has attracted a bunch of young cultists. These kids and young adults believe in a bloodthirsty demon god thingy called He Who Walks Behind the Rose. Naturally, these cultish kids murder all of the adults in town and take over. Cut to Vicky and Bert, a couple driving west taking a route through scenic Nebraska. They accidentally run over a kid, and in a stroke of genius which will in no way put them in mortal peril, they decide to put the body in the trunk and take their car to find the nearest town, because it totally isn't suspicious when you show up with a dead body in the trunk. They drive into Gatlin and encounter a creepy group of children with no adults around who take Vicky hostage and prepare her as a sacrifice to the demon corn god thingy. There's an internal management change within the Children of the Corn. Vicky and Bert manage to escape this sacrificing, and they try to save the remaining kids by simply telling them their minds have been poisoned by a cult. Always works. In order for the evil in the town to go away, the cornfields must be destroyed. Evil corn dude is not amused, but Bert sprays him and the fields with fuel, lights a Molotov cocktail, throws it in there, burns everything to the ground, and saves the day. Sort of. In the original theatrical trailer for Children of the Corn, Stephen King's name was misspelled as Stephen with a V. Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice. Spoiler, it's not that final. A nearby town in Nebraska decides to adopt all of the kids that had been freed from the cult in the first movie. Up front, this is a bad choice. The kids and their zombified ex-cult leader who's possessed by He Who Walks Behind the Rose start killing people. Shocking, I know. An enterprising journalist in town decides to do some research, and it turns out that the corn the children are of is poisoned and spoiled, leading to what he believes are the children's delusions, although the demon corn guy, totally real. The kids lock most of the people in town in a church, set it on fire, everyone dies, but a handful of our main characters, who we will never see again, live to fight another day. Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest. 2 boys are adopted into a foster family in Chicago after one of them, named Eli, kills his real father. Eli's not down with this modern living thing people are doing in Chicago, what with their electricity and cars and industry, so he decides to start planting his own evil corn in Chicago, which he brought with him from Nebraska. The corn grows immediately, is incredibly strong, and it turns out that anyone who eats it is a follower of the demon corn god. That explains it. Eli kills a bunch of people, gets the kids at his high school to eat the demon corn so they start killing people, and generally just kind of messes the place up. Eli's brother that he was adopted with kills Eli and sort of saves the day. Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering. More children in Nebraska kill more people. Demon corn god comes back. He's bad. Nothing more of importance to note in this movie. Children of the Corn 5, Fields of Terror. Get it? Cornfields? Idiot teenagers are driving through Nebraska when one of the girls thinks, "Oh, my brother is a member of a weird demonic corn cult around here. We should totally go and find out what's up with that." Everyone gets murdered except the stupid girl whose idea it was to go investigate the cult in the first place. How's that for karma? Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return. This is the only acceptable case in which you can go from Roman numerals to numbers, because it's 666, they just had to. People die, and the corn demon knocks up a chick. That's it. Children of the Corn Revelation and Children of the Corn Genesis. I am not totally clear what the point or plot is of either of these movies, but people really need to stop going back to Nebraska. Children of the Corn, the 2009 remake, is much darker than the original and surprisingly follows the Stephen King story much more closely in plot, but it still blows pretty hard. On UrbanDictionary.com, Children of the Corn is defined as a horror movie about children that come from corn kernels and kill people. While not technically correct, it may have made a better film. Read the original Stephen King short story, maybe watch the first movie. Avoid everything else in the same way you should probably avoid Nebraska. What's the worst story-to-film horror movie you've ever seen? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe for more Geek Crash Course. In the original film, the book Night Shift can be seen on the dashboard of Vicky and Bert's car. This is the anthology where Stephen King's Children of the Corn story appears. Thanks for watching this week's episode on Children of the Corn. If you have any other questions, you can find Geek Crash Course on Twitter, Facebook, and our website, geekcrashcourse.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Geek Crash Course.